Like, you can just add 6 people to a game and 4 of them can be observers. Do that, then have a way for us to modify, like create custom rule sets and have that be like mods. Have an arcade in the game. Something where we can, so a tournament could have its own set of like cards changes or whatever, and we could all play on it in the arcades. Like StarCraft does all this, exactly what I'm describing. But it doesn't have to be called those things or be called the arcade or whatever, but it's the same framework, right? Once you have that, community could create patches, people could test it. If we like it, we can all like adopt it and it can become the standard and people play against each other. Like, you could have custom out of game ladders and stuff. Like, none of this stuff matters, you know, like the in-game UI for tournaments and ladders and whatever, none of that is important. All we need is the building blocks. Give us the Legos, we'll do the rest ourselves, right? Of course, Space Daddy. Thank you. Let's own with Golden Child and Tatterwing. No, because while the turn that you play Lilith's Omen, if both of those cards are in your deck, is really, really good, you now have a deck with 12 provisions lit on fire. And a card that bricks if you draw any of your 2 other cards. So now you have to have a tutor for Lilith's Omen, which is not organic, and it's 11 provisions or 12 or whatever. I guess 11 now. So you have to have Omen, then you have to have Arcane Tome, which has a downside, or Nidomancy. Wow. We go on Nilfgaard, huh? Is that what it's come to, Space Daddy? I thought we were friends. Friends don't Nilfgaard each other. Good, Okimana. How are you? Yeah, no, I know that. I just don't think CDPR can ever fix that on their own. I think that the proper way to balance a game for competitive is to let the community do it. And the way that that's happened in games like Age of Empires or Warcraft or whatever is that a consensus will coalesce over time as to what is giga busted, and that the people will make their own little patch. Like there would be like a Team Liquid patch or something, right? And then like enough people like have input on it and it becomes like that's like the such and such mod or whatever. And then everybody just switches to that. Everybody plays that. Everybody who cares. Like Icy Cup wasn't made by Blizzard, you know? Like this stuff has been done before. Lots of games have like, but I just don't think like I don't think anybody at CDPR came up in that culture, has any knowledge of how things are done. You can see by the way that their ladder works. Like these people have never played a serious multiplayer online game. Like they don't even know how ladders should work, how resets should work. Like four factions, you got to play 25 minimum games and you get 96 points per game. What? Everybody from rank 501 to rank 10,000,001, everybody gets reset to rank 3, including people in rank 1 and rank 2 also get reset to rank 3, and then you all got to climb to... What? Who came up with this garbage? Yo, Matt Skulls, how's it going? And I don't say this to be like mean or harsh or critical. It's just like I wouldn't expect KitchenAid to make a nice power saw. Okay, they make blenders. That's their core competency, right? CDPR makes single player story driven experiences. That's what they're really good at. Multiplayer PvP game is nothing they've ever done before and hopefully will never do again. It was just a bad fit. It was like an accident. It was like, oh, we have this thing. People seem to like it. I guess we should probably like turn it into a game or something, right? Prior to video Moshcraft incoming. Gene on the devs? Gene's not even on the team anymore.
Admirable move. I'm impressed.
Yeah, they don't, right? But like that's because those games also were not designed. So like this is the problem, right? It was being like blindsided, like having genre blinders on. They saw like the way this was probably sold internally. Like if I was a CDPR employee who like loved card games or loved Witcher, I would sell it to them by saying, "Look at Hearthstone." And so of course every conversation from that point on becomes, does Hearthstone do this? No. Well, then we don't need to do it either. Why do we need custom lobbies? Why do we need, because like the people who approve these things aren't visionaries, okay? They're people, they're stewards. They're put in charge of a thing that makes money, and their job is to not rock the boat. Of course, they're not going to think, you know what? We could invent a whole new esports category. But that's not like, you know what I mean? Like the people who made League of Legends didn't, they weren't like, executives put in charge of a existing like money making business with the task of making sure it continues to make money, right? They were like, we love this thing. We think this is a great game. Fuck it, let's make it. And then they were like, they came up as gamers and they loved the fact that it was free in the arcade. So they wanted to make it free to play, and they monetized it using cosmetics because they're, they came up again on the ethos of gaming, which is that pay to win is not okay. Like nobody likes that. But like you either say you want to have an esports scene or you don't. And if I'd been in any room where somebody said we want this to be an esport, and I would be like, okay, we don't have an observer, we don't have custom lobbies. Wait, there's no chat, there's no clan tags, there's no replay file. Okay, then we don't have an esports thing. Just forget that. Oh, you want it? Then fucking have a replay file. There should be a way for someone to download a text file and then replay the game so that I can cast the games that weren't in my time zone. Or I can download it from a website, or somebody can just link some replays with the deck guide that they've created. Like, this is like obvious fucking stuff. You can have a collectible, buy a bubble gum, and in the bubble gum there's a sticker, and there's different stickers, and if you buy like 65,000 boxes of bubble gum, you get all 65,000 stickers, and then then you'll have the complete set, and 1 out of a million will win the lottery ticket and go to the chocolate factory with Willy Wonka. That's fine. But don't call it a fucking esport.
We follow Letho's lead.
But Heroes of the Storm is a lot more alive than Gwent. From an esports, because there's community tournaments. Because you can have Observer. Because there are custom lobbies. But even that doesn't have like a lot of the social features because they wanted it to be a mobile-like game. And it wasn't designed for esports. It was like it was a project that was greenlit at Blizzard because they missed the boat on League of Legends. It was a reactionary thing. It wasn't like, oh man, we would love to have blah blah blah. What is this aggression? Are you guys using the right emote? I don't think that's how you're supposed to use it. It's this one. Yeah, they were asleep at the wheel. This was a mod for their game, and now it's a billion-dollar fucking industry. And they were caught with their pants down, and so it was a reaction. Like, it's just.
I have served you. Now you must serve the Empire.
And even like, even internally, it still didn't have the support. You know, Heroes of the Storm was just built as a mod with the StarCraft 2 engine, right? Like they didn't. It wasn't a greenlit project the way that Overwatch was. It didn't have any resources. Like it was just like a pet project, just like Gwent. Fundamentally, like. When you starve, like when you have people internally who decision makers who don't believe in a project or it wasn't their idea, and through the force of like sheer popular demand, it gets forced through. It just almost always ends badly anyway. What? Derp, 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 derp. Hey, Rosmo. How's it going? Hey, a viewer wanted me to review this deck. Have you tried anything like this? Here you go. Love to get your thoughts.
Get our hands dirty.
Loving these round 3 Kingslayers, by the way. Actual mosh clap. I don't have a mosh clap. We have mosh leave, mosh face, mosh dance, mosh calpatat, mosh patat, mosh stare, mosh purge, mosh pacino, no mosh, mosh o, and mosh he. Oh, we also have mosh rope, but that's just a cat. What? Oh, clap, I see. Yes. I had a fruit fly problem. And I've exterminated most of them. But there's some remnants who are still fighting. So you can like see who's online and invite them to friendly games. So you could share decks in the clan channel or something. Or just to show a tag, like some sort of social organization where it's like, oh, that's the Gwent guy. I don't know. Because names matter. Like playing against someone and seeing their name is cool. Like you build a history. There's like a story there. I mean, on my list of things, that's probably not the most important one, but I mean, if you add them to your friends list. Wait, what happened to my toads? Did they get banished? No, it's just there's a delay. I see. Wait, it works again. The bug is back, guys. If you infuse ruin, it counts multiple times for the Dagon. They fixed this, and now it's back. I mean, they stealth fixed it because only I knew about the bug. But I'm excited. Wait, no, don't DC. I'm trying to show people the combo. Yeah, you can't spectate in this game. Yep. That's what I mean. Like, just like table stakes shit.
The Empire will repay you for that.
Anyway. 69. I love this deck.